What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. And happy Wednesday to you guys. As you guys know, on Wednesdays, we react to the warning. Now, as a lot of you guys may know, on July 22nd, Ozzy Osbourne passed, and a few weeks prior to that, he played his final concert. We did not do any reactions of that here on this channel because I didn't want to pull from something as monumental as that, as i.e. chasing clout, I guess that would be the term. It's just not something I wanted to pursue. I have my favorite songs from Ozzy, but it's not something that I was going to react to due to the semblance of it, and how special that was to me. So I do apologize if any of you guys are wondering why I didn't react to any of that. But what I will react to on this fantastic The Warning Wednesday is the Crazy Train Ozzy Osbourne cover that The Warning did. I want it at LICEO. I don't know if that's a full sentence in and of itself, but this was apparently put out December 12th, 2015. So this is Young The Warning. So I'm actually very excited to hear some of their earlier stuff and also hear an Ozzy Osbourne cover. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, this is The Warning, Crazy Train. Let's get into it. Either this is a really sensitive camera or she is pounding the earth right now with each one of those drum strikes, which I would like to say that that's what it is. She's just shaking the earth. Let's go. God, look at how young they are, and they're putting on performances like this in front of a crowd with that much comfortability. It's nuts. It still blows my mind. Let me personally attest to this because I do occasionally dabble in guitar playing. That riff is not easy, and I still cannot do it after 1.5 million tries. So props to her for being able to not only play it but also be able to sing at the same time. I think it's cool seeing like younger them, and there's still kind of like that level of uncomfortability, like they're still new to like live performances and stuff, so you can kind of see like the double checking and like making sure everything's good, and them kind of like starting off a little apprehensive of everything and then like slowly easing into the comfortability. Now when you see them live on stage, they're just ready to go, but like humble beginnings, right? This guy right here is a god for helping her out like that. She like last second pulled the mic stand, and I love how he came up to help her. Crazy. I almost feel like the front row here is excited to see them live, but they have no idea who they're covering. I don't know the backstory of this crowd or where this is at. It looks like it's at it's at a school. Maybe this is like a talent show or something. I don't know. I love how even at this younger age, you're starting to get those hints of like the aggressive, harsher vocals from her. I don't know how old she would have been. She would have been what, in like 15, 16, 17 at this time. Which of course they're not gonna get trained in those harsher vocals at that young age. But I still find it cool that like there's hints of it right here.
I know that things are going wrong for me. You've gotta listen to my words.
I swear to God, in front of the right crowd, I think everybody would have lost their minds. I'm like half certain that the girls here, half of them don't know who Ozzy Osbourne even is. That's just me. I could be wrong. Somebody correct me in the comments. Let me know. That was awesome. Props to them for that one. That was sick. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was The Warning covering Crazy Train by Ozzy Osbourne. I have to say I was a big fan of the cover. I like that at such a young age, they had the confidence to cover such bigger artists and bigger talent. And with the confidence that they had to do it in front of a crowd at such a young age. I did look through the comments and did find out that this was indeed at a school. So it kind of makes sense that the crowd didn't react the way that I thought they would if they would have taken this and played it at, you know, any show with like an Ozzy head. They probably would have lost their minds over these girls doing a performance like that. I liked the younger version of them performing, because it's kind of cool to see like the compare and contrast, right, of, you know, some of the more recent reactions that we've done and like seeing them in like their official music videos and their live performances, like how comfortable and confident they are on the stage, versus here where you can see what I found out from the comments was her dad helping her adjust the mic, getting them kind of set up on stage. You can see Daniela kind of like making sure that she's really checking that fretboard to make sure that she's hitting the correct notes. Paulina seemed like she was very just comfortable on the drums. She just seems like she's naturally comfortable in this environment. And then Alejandra's just kind of over here ripping away on the bass, kind of in her own little zone. I appreciated the cover. It was kind of like a more of a like a 1-for-1. Obviously it didn't have like some of the extra effects that like the traditional version has, but for a school stage performance from young talent like this at the time, like that's incredible, right? You don't get that very often in today's day and age. So I was very happy to react to this, and this is kind of my contribution to remembering Ozzy Osbourne and the music gift that he, you know, kind of inspired. And it's kind of cool to know that, you know, we have bands, not just The Warning, that are kind of carrying his legacy on. I think it would be really cool to see them pay homage to Ozzy by performing this song in like a modern stage, because I feel like with, you know, the talent that they have now and, you know, how much practice that they have, it would be a god tier performance. That's just me. Some of you may disagree. Some of you might all agree. But anyway, guys, if you like The Warning and you like this cover, I'm going to leave a link to the song and a link to their profile down in the description. If you like what your boy's doing here on the channel, hit us with a like, hit us with a sub, join the Banger Plaza family, because I'm always doing the reactions because I have nothing better to do than to spend time with you guys. You guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Peace.